Hi, I'm Nic Lamont and I'm the lead actress in Egomaniac. My character is a female horror film writer and director. She wants to make a zombie romantic comedy, but the advice she's given from the industry professionals is terrible, and she keeps being forced to add things into her film that she really doesn't want to do, and it's kind of about her downward spiral.
Is this your first FrightFest?
It is my first FrightFest, which is kind of mad because I love horror and I've always been a big horror fan. I do a horror comedy duo called the Twins Macabre, so I'm really excited to be here, and it's a lovely vibe and a lovely atmosphere. Everyone seems very supportive. So
Awesome. Have you been around for the whole of the weekend, or are you just going to stay for the rest of it, or just today?
I was around last night. I saw Beyond the Gates, which was amazing. I'm gutted I couldn't make The Love Witch, which I really wanted to see. I've been really excited about that.
I know, that was a good one.
Yeah, but I'm hoping to check out a few more things today and tomorrow as well. So
Awesomeness. Well, thank you very much for talking with me. Hi there, do you just want to introduce yourself to everyone?
Yep, my name's Adam Rhys-Davies.
And what do you do in the film?
I play the character of Nathan in Egomaniac. He is a producer. I'd say more of a kind of wannabe producer, a bit of a chancer, bit of an opportunist, and yeah, he just wants to impress and doesn't quite know the right ways to go about it a lot of the time.
Can you tell us a little bit about the story of the film?
Yeah, so it follows Catherine Sweeney, who wants to make her horror film, and then along the way she meets different producers who basically make her compromise by saying, if you do this, we'll give you more money and more of this, and then it's how far she gets pushed until she kind of goes, no more. It's interesting because I think a lot of it is quite relevant, especially with the kind of women within the industry, and so it's nice to see the character of Catherine kind of gets empowered, and yeah.
Very cool. Hi there, do you just want to introduce yourself to everyone?
Sure. My name is Kate Shenton, and I am the writer and director of Egomaniac, which is screening today.
Egomaniac, where'd you get that title?
Well, it is a semi-autobiography, so that kind of from that, really, basically. So, yeah. The film is based very heavily from personal experiences of being a female filmmaker and some of the things that I've gone through. It is fiction, it is heavily fictionalized, but it's so, it's an alter ego version of myself. And, maybe what would have happened if I'd made slightly different decisions in some way, because part of it was also looking into myself and my own ego and, why, if all these terrible things are happening, then why am I still making films? Why am I still going through this? So, yeah.
So while you were filming it, did you actually have influences such as what was in the film happen to you while you were filming it?
Not whilst filming the film, no. No.
That would be confusing.
The film was a very big cathartic release. It was the ultimate, for me, it was very much getting a lot of things off my chest, but also doing it in a way that was funny as well, because I think otherwise it would have just been a moaning filmmaker, and for me, comedy is one of the best ways to really get a point across, because if you can make people laugh, then you got people's attention.
Hello, my name is Elick. I'm the film composer for Egomaniac.
Ooh, film composer. How do you go about composing something for such a film?
Well, it first starts with a spotting session, which is a discussion between me and Kate Shenton, the director, and then we kind of discuss what we wanted for the score, and we decided on that the score should really reflect the main character's journey through the film. So that's the approach I took for this score.
Is this the first film you composed for that's been at a horror festival?
No, I started in 2014. My first film that I composed for was The Tour, directed by Alex Matheson and Damon Rickard. And then I did a couple of films in 2015, and now I'm up to 5+ films this year. So it's really taken off. I'm really happy about it.
Is your first FrightFest?
This is my first FrightFest, yes. And I flew all the way from Los Angeles to be here.
Are you hanging around to see anybody else's films this weekend?
Oh yeah. I actually have another film here, Dissociative, directed by Damon Rickard, which is screening tomorrow. It's a short film block 3. So I'm obviously looking forward to that one. But I've seen a lot of other great films, Pet being probably my favorite so far.
Hi there, I'm here with Sidney Malik, and you're the producer of this film, right?
Yes, I am the producer of Egomaniac, along with the wonderful Sarah Barker. I'm helping support this project, along with Crypt TV UK.
Without giving any spoilers, not one.
Not one, I won't.
Not even a smidgen.
Not even a smidgen.
What's it about?
Okay, so Egomaniac is a somewhat semi-autobiographical story about a filmmaker, Catherine Sweeney, which is loosely based on the career of Kate Shenton. And it's a somewhat exaggerated, of a turn on the industry, and about, the minority filmmaker, the female filmmaker, the trials and tribulations we face. As a producer, it's not easy. As a filmmaker, it's not easy. So we hope this film can actually address those issues and do it in a good way.